traffic light. I blink twice, then I teleport. Got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job, but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. You know I'm hot. How many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my cap it's the CEO. Then I moonwalked in a UFO. Mic my shoes with a Christmas wreath. Dropping these bars while I brush my teeth. Flipping this verse like a boomerang. Landed on stage in your backpack filled with a new disease. Telling my doubts I'm hard to please. We don't care, we bounce on clouds. Sing off key and we're still too loud. Biscuit drops, the place explodes. Jumping through life in my pantyhose. Still no job, but I'm on the clock. And you can't stop me, cause don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. Nope. Hey fellas, oh, when you're hot, girl. When you're not, you're not. I see through your act and I still enjoy.
Virginia, I just sold my latest song. Japanese denim flying straight from Manapon. Rolling out to Durban, Marvel pudding with some prawn. Then I fly out to Miami and I'm eating like a don. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, not you.
Dallas multipass.
I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed the flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a Ibiza.
Ibiza. Yeah, it's pronounced Ibiza, actually. What's the difference, man?
Ibiza, Ibiza, you won't see me in neither. Invited to the function, I don't go, I got amnesia. I'd rather be in Vegas Travel like LeBron, I'm a traveling man. LAX out to Baltimore, then landed in France. Play some shows out in Germany, then bought in Japan. See these reps take me everywhere, I go where I can. That's the multi-pass, homie. I ain't bumping that, Brody. In New York, posted up like some Timberlands, homie. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffer. I go to Miami just for dinner. I went to Japan for a pickup. I just missed a flight, I'm in Atlanta. I just went to Spain, that's a biffer. Oh, you stay with it. In the same city. I done been around this world. You can't think with me. Oh, you a wannabe. I'm what they call a thinker. That's autonomy. That means I make my own decisions, boy. What do? I could spend a week or two out in Honolulu. And I ain't got $1 billion, but I got a screw loose.
This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Detroit Lions. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
180.
Opening play, and Goff wants to pass it. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed, because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple of years. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that game.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Williams brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken real time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
250.
Throwing is Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 and the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an open.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked off by Kobe Joseph. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down.
When you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Giggs. And he's out right at the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, he just snuck out there and he just got a nice first down.
We love to say, get those backs into space, right? They were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Goff. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's got this down to the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the Lions 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Listen. Value three. Jester. Attack.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Hey, 76! 76! Cut! Right, here we go. 76! 76! Cut!
A shotgun snap for Goff. This to Laporta, right side. This is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 24-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Obama! 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 Here we go. 180!
Now Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Offense is moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
120!
Here's Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Lions 7, Rams nothing.
Now as they line up and kick this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Stafford. Looking deep for Adams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't get in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10. Stafford now to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, Nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the 50, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Now Stafford. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And this is caught by Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is unable to get in. They stop her at the line of scrimmage.
Short of the goal line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kyron Williams punching it in from a yard away. And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
The kick
Extra point up and through. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Go, tonight. 180.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down here about the 23-yard line. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Now gone. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Pulled in at the 24. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try to get some points and feel great going into the half.
Back to throw, Stafford. This is caught by Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Stafford. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
At the 8-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Stafford looks to throw again. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 7-yard line.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. To the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs. But when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
To throw is Stafford. And he's got his man on the out route. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, I don't think the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down and 8. From the 50, it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Second down and 4. Stafford. He's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on fourth down.
Ready?
They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
A loss of a full 40 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Throwing is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
Touchdown.
Kyle Williams from 8 yards out. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm feeling not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching their point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Goff. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Goff. They got his man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
76, tell him. 76.
Again, Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Orange. Black 20. Ric Flair. Maverick. Hold on. Check.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 19 yards there on the catch and run. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
Value 3. Value.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now Goff looking to change the play.
Listen.
Second down and inches. Throw outside, caught by Laporta. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Go, tonight. Black 20.
That's the twins. Shit.
What's that?
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Obama. What's that?
Now Goff. Now he's going to step up and run. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown Lions. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you can hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they keep handing it to him.
And so he thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 and the 44. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First down.
Here's first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
180.
Now Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
First down, Rams.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's first and 10.
Ready. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
Up the middle, it's Williams. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Second down, 8 yards to go. Stafford going to give this one to Corum. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go in.
Yeah, I guess they can take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's first and 10.
Not super. Yes, sir. Super one. Super one. Turbo.
Now Goff. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll get up near the 45. He'll spot it at the 44. Here's second down.
Second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
Now it's Goff. Open man, that's too slow. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Cut. 120.
Goff going to shift him around.
We go. 76. 76.
He's back to throw. On the left side, it's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Now first and goal.
Tonight. Let's go. 180. What's that?
Gibbs is into the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use all those timeouts without making any headway.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Come up, 1st and 10 here. Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football. They've hit it.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now it's Stafford. Over the front of the open man. That's complete. Now they burn the timeout. And they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see.
19 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
20.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Lions stay alive as we say thanks for watching.